Friday is on again. 12 o'clock, meet here and join the Victoria Park. Birthday of the National Aboriginal Tent Embassy, next Friday, the 14th of July.
Hey, you dickhead!
Peace to the brothers and sisters on the march to justice.
Can we get back on?
Matt the big boy.
Got no chance here. The only thing we need to do to save the day is turn up the volume. The kids just turned off the Jenny.
Here we go. The regional freedom. Fun. Freedom. Fun. Fun.
System is sending a declaration of freedom of passage. You're not meant to play with minstrels and against liberty.
Hey, march with us! Don't stand on the sideline! Come and join the crowd! What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Justice! What do we want? What do we want? Justice! What do we want? It's National Aboriginal Day! Come and join us! What do we want?
Fight for land rights, for justice, for sovereignty into the new century, and we don't give up. When people have a chance to say sorry for something that's gone wrong in the past, they should take that opportunity at that place and time, and not carry on being obstinate like a certain Prime Minister. People are over in England, London, visiting the Queen and celebrating what's leading up to Federation next year. We can celebrate here that black deaths in custody have not stopped. We can celebrate here that our infant mortality rate is less than that of the mainstream population. We can celebrate here that our life expectancy is less than the mainstream population. Happy NAIDOC. I want people to be encouraged for the fight for the future, to look at the issues leading up to the Olympics. There's another march coming up next Friday. Be ready for that one. Be encouraged, carry on the fight into this new century, and be ready to use the Olympics to tell the world about all the injustices here and to continue our fight for sovereignty. Thank you.
Number 1, John Howard is going. Number 2, Charlie Perkins is going. And number 3, so is the GST. Because the taxpayers in this country, regardless of what colour you are, what sex you are, we're fed up with paying for the services of politicians who cannot even deliver the goods on time. So the new name for the GST from the grassroots blacks and all you poor people out there will be the Get Stuffed tax. Because we are fed up with politicians that think that they run this country. What we are also saying is bring on the Liberal Party, bring on the Labor Party, and bring on the GST, because we'll show you what to do with the GST. The truth is about John Howard, he represents a minority of Australian people, and I say only a minority, who believe that they have impeccable manners and good breeding, almost as if they come from good stock. Imagine that, the descendants of convict stock thinking they can take on the world's oldest living race and beat us to the ground. Because like this t-shirt says, we're too black, we're too strong, and at the end of the day, regardless of what they throw at us, we're one tribe, and this country, including all its states and territories, is 100% Aboriginal land, and that's where we stand, and that's where you're lucky enough to stand. So, Johnny Howard and all the people that have sold us out, the Council for Reconciliation, ATSEC, which is Aborigines talking shit in Canberra, they're not our leaders. The Aboriginal people have no leaders, we are a people. So we'll show you what to do next week. So if you think you can go the distance with us, we're going to give you probably an unedited, unsanitised version of the stolen generations, and we'll see if you can handle the truth and see if you can go the distance with the world's oldest living race. Thank you.
For a little bit of history about the 10 Embassy, it was put up in 1972 by 4 people, Billy Craigie, Tony Curry, Michael Anderson and Bert Williams. Now the Aboriginal Tent Embassy grew out of Redfern. It grew out of Redfern, the streets of Redfern, in 1972. And we've been keeping the fight going down there for Aboriginal sovereignty, which means we own from one end of our country to the other end. We have never ceded sovereignty to our country in any shape or form. There's never been any treaty signed, and we're still there maintaining the site and carrying on the struggle for Aboriginal people. The Aboriginal people of Australia, the Aboriginal nations, the Aboriginal Tent Embassy represents all of the nations of this country, not just one mob. And people, don't be a part of the recon. And that's what we're saying down at the Tent Embassy. Don't be a part of the recon. Don't become a part of this recon silly nation, led by the recon silly natives, because that's what it is. We've already been down this path. There's already been a reconciliation process right here where you're sitting, right here. This is Pemulwuy's country, and the people were slaughtered here under a reconciliation process right back when they landed, and also in Tasmania. And for all those people that were running with the reconciliation process, they better learn about the history of this country, because if it's happened once before, if these atrocities have happened once before, it should never happen again. It's like expecting the Jewish people to embrace and celebrate what happened in Nazi Germany. And it's like for us having this reoccurring nightmare that never ends, because the people whose country you're standing on fought, they died for their country under a reconciliation process. So let's get real about this. This is about Aboriginal sovereignty. This is our country, and people shouldn't fear Aboriginal sovereignty. It doesn't mean that we're going to take people's front yards and backyards. Everything is negotiable, like it is, not like it is now. We're not into native title, because native title reconciliation and every legislation that's been passed in this country for Aboriginal people means genocide. So don't become a part of the genocide process.
What do we want?